Right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Long time no see. It's only been a couple of hours since we did Batter Up. Well, welcome in to a new edition of the Face Turn Army podcast, Sports Insanity Network. Mike and Noah with you. We're doing something special, something we've never done before. We are doing a card break. To explain what a card break is, we bring in someone who, well, can explain card breaks. What's up, Mark? You want to explain a card break?
I hope I can explain a card break. I've been doing it for 30 plus years. So
I mean, that's
breaking
up to
is
you.
nothing new. Breaking is nothing new in the world when it comes to sports cards. And, I listen to these guys talk wrestling and they're very knowledgeable and stuff like that. And the hottest product right now that is not, baseball, football, basketball is WWE Topps Chrome, Breaker's Delight. This way, you're not getting 10,000 base cards with it, thank God. But you still get your two autographs per pack. You get a bunch of color. Now, here's the key. I know basically nothing of today's people. So what are these guys for? These guys are the information source to say, well, they're nobody. Oh man, this is somebody to watch, look at. This is the fun part. So it's not every day everybody gets to sit in on a break, an independent break, but let's have a little bit of fun.
I'm excited for this.
The first pack set up. So the base cards are nice. You don't get a ton of them. They're nice. They start, gives you some good flair. But that was Dakota Kai. We have a Tiffany Stratton, number 1099.
Oh, okay.
I think this is a favorite of Noah, a Triple H Mega Prism.
Ooh, absolutely.
Well, headlining of the Hall of Fame this year.
Yep. Big name.
A Nia Jax, 4 of 10. Don't know who Nia Jax is.
Nia Jax.
Nia Jax.
Nia Jax, sorry.
Is a former women's champion. Mike, not a big fan of her.
Well, listen, let's be honest, though. Having her best run now.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Ridge Holland Blue, 69 of 99.
Okay, down in NXT.
That's right. Okay, still in NXT. I forgot if he was released or not recently. So because after the whole Andre,
down in NXT.
Yeah, after the Chase U feud, I was like, oh, I don't know what he's doing now.
I believe he's fighting Ricky Saints this week on NXT. I think that's the.
You are very right. You are absolutely right. He is fighting Ricky Saints.
We have Alexa Bliss. Now, even I've heard this name. Green Wave, numbered to 20, numbered to 75. I apologize.
Just returned in the Royal Rumble a few weeks ago.
Another former women's champ.
And our first auto.
Ooh.
Numbered out of 25. Pretty cool. Nice way to start off, especially with an orange. This says WWE legend of Greg Valentine.
Oh, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Greg Hammer Valentine. Okay, nice. That's a good one.
That's a good card.
So let's tell what do we know about him. Let's talk about him.
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer, multiple time Intercontinental Champion. Never ascended to like the world title scene because obviously he was in with like Hogan and Savage. So unfortunately, around his time, not many people got up to the world title scene. Really, it was just Hogan for 3 years from 85 to 88.
Eventually teamed with Honky Tonk Man, Rhythm and Blues.
Teamed with Honky Tonk Man to create a Rhythm and Blues, really fun tag team, kind of more of the end of his career, kind of just give him something to do. His big stuff was really in the 80s and like early 80s and the 90s. Did work for both not only WWE but did work for WCW for a few spells. I mean, he also wrestled in the late 70s as well, so he's way back. Wrestled for Mid
old
Atlantic
time.
Championship. Yeah, Mid Atlantic
Old
Championship
school.
Wrestling, WWF. Then went to WCW for, like I said, a brief stint in the late 90s. Then returned to the WWF before retiring in, the late 90s ish. I mean, he was just doing a lot of independent wrestling at that point. But no, really dependable wrestler. Everything I hear about Greg Hammer Valentine, he's just one of the most consistent. You could put him with anybody and he could get a good match out of him.
Okay. It's good to know. And hopefully the boys at the Co-Signing Network will help beef it up. But a rarity here. I haven't seen two oranges in one pack, but we now have an orange, 23 of 25 from Raw, Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne, okay. Pete Dunne, very famous on the British wrestling scene.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, you probably know more about Pete Dunne than I do because you
former UK champ, got to the main roster, kind of trying to find his way, I guess, after the Brawling Brutes.
Mm-hmm.
Had a really good rivalry with Sheamus for a while. And just remember, don't call him Butch.
Yeah, don't call him Butch. Lately he just had his feud with Sheamus. Hasn't really done much since then, but I mean, Mike will attest to this. His match with Gunther at TakeOver New York. Oh my God. One of the best UK championship matches I've ever seen.
I don't know if he'll ever ascend to be a world champ, but there's no reason to believe Pete Dunne should never be an Intercontinental or US champ.
Absolutely should win one of those titles at some point in his career.
Okay. It's a good way to start. And the finals from box one are Lita, women's division. 63 of 75.
Legend of the women's division. One of the top legends of women's wrestling. She and Trish Stratus really were like the two catalysts that really helped elevate women's wrestling. They were really the two that put women's wrestling basically saying, no, we can do just as good as the male wrestlers. And her and Trish Stratus were the first ever main event of Monday Night Raw, women's main event of Monday Night Raw. So she was a trailblazer, history maker, Lita was.
And one of the best moonsaults you will ever see.
Just gets a little low to the ground sometimes.
It does.
Moonsault.
But, yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, a moonsault is basically a backflip off the top rope, and you land flat on the person.
Something the three of us cannot do.
Yeah.
Well, Noah has the best chance of the three of us.
I don't have a good chance.
Okay, so on box number 2, we got in the green wave Thea Hale, 1775.
NXT.
Up and comer. Very, very young
20
still.
20 years old, too.
Yeah, only, I believe, either 20 or 21 years old.
Yeah, very
21 years old. She just turned 21 in September of last year. So, I mean, she's still got plenty of time to like find her groove.
Okay, I have a very big, scary guy. Osmos, 42 of 99.
Omos. Okay.
Better known as Almost.
Yeah. I don't know you, Mike. I did think Omos had potential. I just think WWE did not handle him right.
Mm-hmm.
They kept trying to put him in matches that wouldn't work for him. Like, he should not be in a match with a Brock Lesnar or something like that. He should be in a match with a guy who can fly around him and like bounce off of him.
Yeah, like the stuff they did after they broke him and AJ Styles.
Yeah, and AJ actually had a really good match.
Speaking of which, AJ Styles, 53 of 75.
Legend.
One of okay, I'm gonna put him on like an extremely underrated list because he spent so much time in TNA, and that was the peak of his career. And then he came over in WWE, and I don't know about you, know, but I got really excited for it, and it hasn't disappointed.
Well, because not only was it the WWE debut, it was what he had done in New Japan for the last like 2-3 years. That match with Shinsuke Nakamura was fantastic at Wrestle Kingdom. I believe it's Wrestle Kingdom 10. His matches with Christopher Daniels and Samoa Joe were legend in TNA.
Him and Daniels, an Iron Man match. Ooh.
Yeah, he comes right into WWE, debuts at the Royal Rumble, crowd goes insane. All like right away, Mike. I'll never forget when he became the number one contender after Roman won the title for like the first time. And they put AJ right with it because they knew that AJ could get a good match out of him. And it was like a test to see how AJ would do. And he made Roman look like $1,000,000.
And that's the thing. They threw him right into the deep end. Roman, Chris Jericho,
Cena,
John Cena, Ambrose.
I will still say his match with John Cena at SummerSlam of 2016 is the best match I've ever seen live.
And we got a red. We got a red. That means only 5 print. Now,
Ooh,
I'm hoping this guy is big. I don't know. Well, he looks big in his picture. Sami Zayn.
Love Sami Zayn.
Love Sami Zayn.
5 out of 5 red wave.
Okay, Mike, you talk about AJ Styles being underrated. Sami Zayn is the top list of underrated. The fact that this man has not been a world champion yet is criminal. Mark, just to basically say, one of the, I would say, as far as pure talent wise, the best pro wrestler in the world right now.
Whoa,
really?
That's bold.
Is. I love Sami Zayn to death. Every single match he's in is so good. He's got the best babyface fire I've ever seen since Bryan Danielson almost 10, 12-ish years ago. Oh, Mike, his match with Kevin Owens a couple weeks ago at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Good God almighty. It is so good. Every time him and Owens fire is great. Every match he's in. Like, I cannot think of one bad Sami Zayn match.
And here's the thing. Think about the last 3+ years of Sami Zayn. From Sami Uso in the Bloodline to capturing the tag titles with Kevin Owens.
Probably, I don't mean to cut you off, Mike, but I was thinking about these the other day. I might put Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos as the greatest WrestleMania main event of all time.
Could be in that conversation. Look, I think everyone who is a wrestling fan wants Sami Zayn to win the world title.
He has to at some point.
It has to come for Sami Zayn. So,
okay, I love this name. Our first wave autograph is Kofi Kingston.
Oh, legend!
I love the name. I love the name.
Mike can attest to this. Mike, can you tell us what happened at WrestleMania 35 and how I reacted to it?
Oh my, Kofi Mania.
Oh,
and how I really wanted that to be the end of the New Day. They just waited years and years to finally do it. Kofi Kingston finally won the world title from Bryan Danielson, MetLife Stadium. And I don't know if you were crying or not, but everyone in the stands.
I had tears. I had tears in my eyes because I started watching wrestling right when Kofi Kingston debuted in ECW, and I was like, this guy is so good. He can be a world champion if they just treat him right. Then he does all this stuff with the New Day, and I'm like, okay, this New Day stuff is really, really good. And then that one magical night, Mustafa Ali injured, he gets put in the gauntlet match, and all of a sudden it's like Kofi Kingston's the biggest thing ever. And I'm like, yes, this is what I've been saying for the last 10 years. He is amazing. And they finally pulled the trigger on it. And I was so happy. His run afterwards, Yeah. But the title win itself is amazing.
And let's not forget all the highlight reel stuff from the Rumbles he's done.
Oh, the landing on the announce table and using the chair as a pogo stick to get back to the ring.
Walking on his hands.
Yeah, walking on the hands. The one where he gets thrown over the corner and his feet just happen to land right on the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just so great.
And by the way, we can make the argument that the New Day was the greatest faction of our era.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really, honestly, Mike, it's between them and the Shield for me.
Yeah.
Now we have another wrestling legend, William Regal.
Oh. William Regal. British legend.
Probably the most beloved wrestler of all time. Like you can't hate William Regal.
Why can't you just hate him?
Because he says War Games awesome.
War Games. Just the thickest British accent you've ever heard in your life, just going Games. It's so good. But no, started wrestling in the 80s, really kind of hit his peak in the 90s, multiple time European champion, multiple time Intercontinental champion. Another one like Greg the Hammer Valentine, like never got to the world title scene, although I do think he should have gotten there at least some point in his career. Like, didn't need a long run with a title, but should have had like maybe a couple month reign with a world title, I think, Mike.
Extremely physical matches. I mean, I don't know anyone who threw a better European uppercut than William Regal.
He is one of those guys that you watch his matches and you'll have this moment where you go, does he understand this is they're not really fighting? Because it looks like these two are just beating the crap out of each other.
And honestly, I don't even know if he tried to do it, but he would be featured in some of these, I want to say they're like comedy sketches backstage.
So funny.
And he wouldn't try to be funny, but he'd come off as funny.
Because he had that perfect switch between serious, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you British strong style, and goofy British lad. It's so good.
Okay, on to box 3. Got another Tiffany Stratton blue to 99.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's see. Kit Wilson to 75 on the green wave.
Part of Pretty Deadly. Young tag team, not really established yet, but they'll get there.
Yes, boy.
Dirty Dominic Mysterio, gold, 16 of 50.
The most hated man in all of wrestling.
And a mustache that should get him arrested.
Oh, yeah. But son of the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, the greatest luchador of all time. Like all the heat aside, Dominic is coming into his own, and Mike, I think you and I agree on this. He will be a world champion.
He's gonna win a world title at some point. I don't know if he'll ever escape the shadow of Rey, just because of the legacy Rey left, but he can go in the ring. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt about it. And it's kind of nice to see him branch out on his own when he got into the Judgment Day.
Yes, for sure.
Now, I'm not going to get her name wrong again because I said it before. Nia Jax auto on the regular wave.
Nice.
Good one.
And in the gold version from NXT, a Thea Hale auto. 21 of 50.
Nice. Definitely some good pulls here.
Yeah. One of the names I know I've chased Mike around about it, Nikita Lyons green version, 14 of 75. Now, I know, I only know that Mike says she's good, so that's how I got to look at it, is that she's good.
NXT.
Yep.
Bright future. Our colleague Jeff Knapp, who does the Face Turn podcast with us, huge fan of hers.
Huge fan. Just her big thing lately is just recently has just been injuries have just kind of been really badly timed. I think tore her ACL a couple of years ago.
It just came back.
Yeah, recently just came back from that. So just got to get her feet back under her.
Channing Stacks Lorenzo.
Oh, from the family.
The family, yes, the family with Tony D'Angelo. In a faction right now, the main guy is they're called the family. The main guy, his name is Tony D'Angelo. He's kind of the focus of it right now. He's like the big singles guy, and Lorenzo and Mike, remind me who the other guy is.
The big guy. I forgot the big guy's name.
Who's the big guy's name? Hold on.
But they're former tag champs.
Yeah, they're former tag champs. Tony D'Angelo is a former North American champion, which is NXT's version of the
Intercontinental
US Championship. Yeah. Luca Crucifino, and they have Adriana Rizzo as the female part of the group. So yeah, like I said, Tony D'Angelo, he's kind of the main guy, but a really good tag team with the two of them. So,
and you got to think the family's coming up soon. They've been
you would think, yeah. Although it depends on how they're going to treat NXT, going forward. Are they going to treat it as just a third brand?
That's true. I think Trips treats it as a third brand, but
yeah, because you would think Obafemi would have been up long ago.
Oh, Obafemi. Oh.
You pull an Obafemi card, Mike? Oh, man.
Oh, you pull an Obafemi. Oh. Had me at Oba.
Now, at least I know this guy. How about a gold Stone Cold Steve Austin, 23 out of 50?
Oh, hell
yeah. I mean, legacy speaks for itself.
Exactly.
And on March 16th, you pulled Austin 316.
You pull a 316 on March 16th. I mean, it was destiny at that point.
The face of the Attitude Era.
Oh, yeah. There have been really 4 faces of the WWE in previous years. It's been Hogan, Stone Cold, Cena, Rock, or Reigns.
Mm-hmm. If you go by decade, yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy, JD McDonough, is a nobody.
No, Judgment Day, former tag champ.
Former tag champ.
I'm just playing around.
Yeah, I mean, he's just been in the Judgment Day. They've kind of run Judgment Day a little bit long. I would say they need to kind of maybe branch out a little bit. But JD McDonough, former UK champion, former cruiserweight champion, former tag team champion. So a very dependable guy. Always can bust out great, Asai moonsault. Had a really bad injury recently. That's why not on TV as much.
Yeah.
He recently did a moonsault off the ropes and then he hit his entire upper back neck area on the announcer table. So he's been out for a little bit. So but yeah, very dependable wrestler. Love watching JD McDonough.
Now, this name I should know, and I better know very well. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes Gold, out of 50. 18 out of 50. If I don't have that name at least down right, I'm in trouble.
I mean...
yeah. What can be said about Cody Rhodes?
The current face of the company.
The new face of WWE. Really, it's so amazing, Mike, because I don't think we've ever seen a story like Cody Rhodes where he starts on WWE, really is nothing almost. Like, he just doesn't live up to the hype of what the son of Dusty Rhodes should be.
Mm-hmm.
So what does he do? He leaves WWE, goes to Ring of Honor, goes to TNA, then goes to the new emerging AEW, goes to New Japan, and makes a name for himself to then come back to WWE and basically have it to be like, no, you will make me the face of the company because I've made myself the face of wrestling.
I think you just said the ending phrase right. Forget the face of the WWE. He's the face of pro wrestling right now. He really is.
Yeah. for WWE champion. Probably about to have one of the greatest feuds of all time with a now heel John Cena,
which is something we dreamed of for generations.
It's gonna be magical.
Okay, now this is obviously an old time guy because he looks very big and very 1970s Russian. Nikolai Volkov.
Nikolai Volkov.
Love Nikolai Volkov. Oh, awesome. Love Nikolai Volkov.
Was it a great tag team with the Iron Sheik? We called them the Anti-Americans.
What were they actually called?
Or I don't think they actually had a name.
Okay, yeah, they were just Nikolai. They were just Volkov and the Sheik.
But he was the Russian guy. It was during, I think this was during some Cold War stuff.
Oh, so yeah, he started wrestling in the late 60s. His biggest runs were, in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, a lot of accolades.
Got caught in the Hogan era.
Yeah, another one caught in the Hogan era, that sort of stuff. But I mean, so many championships in like different promotions. Obviously, when you had the territories back in the day, you could win multiple championships. But as far as WWE is concerned, one-time tag team champion, two-time international tag team champion, Hall of Fame class 2005, was a NWA tag team champion with Boris Volkov. So yeah, one of the bigger stars of Drew Heat like nobody else.
Okay, from Raw, we have Natalya.
Okay. From the Hart family, former women's champ.
Women's champ.
And eventually go to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And from NXT, Orange, 25 out of 25, Nathan Frazier.
Oh.
Current tag champ.
Yeah, current tag champ. They've had the titles for a long time.
They've had the titles for a bit. Him and
Axiom. Really fun to watch. I mean, you talk about a guy who can pull off stuff that you think a guy should not be able to pull off. 630 splashes, corkscrew moonsaults.
Trained by Seth Rollins, I believe.
Yes, trained by Seth. Yeah. Nathan Frazier's got a real bright future ahead of him.
He's got a bright future I like to hear. Show Frazier.
Yeah.
Okay, if I butchered this poor guy's name, I'm sorry. Tommaso
Ciampa.
Okay. Former NXT champion. Feud of the year in 2018 with his former tag partner, Johnny Gargano. They won the tag titles and then broke up the next year. And then he came back in 2018. He did have an injury in the match that led to the turn, but had a series of brutal matches with Johnny Gargano. Had what was it? It was a no holds barred match or a unsanctioned match. Then that went into a Chicago street fight, and then that went into a last man standing match. All three of them were all fantastic. But yeah, multi-time NXT champion, multi-time tag team champion. On the main roster, multi-time tag team champion on the main roster too. Just had a great match with the Street Profits last night or Friday night in Spain.
Hey. Elektra Lopez, gold, 45 of 50.
Recently released.
Yes, recently released.
You suck. So,
well, no, she might wind up in another company. So
yeah.
Rumors.
Just didn't have anything.
I know this next one. I mean, it's not a monster because I wish it was autographed. But how about a Randy Orton Orange 20 of 25?
Legend.
Even I know that name.
Yeah. Randy Orton. I mean, there's really not much you could say about Randy Orton that hasn't already been said a million times over.
One of the all-time greats.
Born to do this.
It's And still, Eddie, forget just his age, but the amount of injuries he's had in the past,
Still comes
still
back.
does it at such a high freaking level.
Okay. Like it. Now, it's not Apollo Creed, but we got Julius Creed on the base auto.
Oh, okay. One of the Creed brothers.
I'm waiting for them to break away from Chad Gable, Mike, because they gotta go on their own.
See, I actually like them with the Gabler. I just wish they would do something with the group as a whole.
Yeah, it's very true.
Because they threw them together, then they threw them in against the Wyatts, and it was kind of weird. They've had a couple of matches here with the Viking Raiders, which
and now Gable's kind of doing like the anti-lucha thing.
I gotta tell you, I love Chad Gable.
Yeah.
But the Creeds, former NXT tag champs, they are going to win them on the main roster.
Oh yeah, it's guaranteed. And then Julius Creed specifically, he's gonna be the Shawn Michaels of the group.
Yeah,
he's so good.
He's so athletic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got a lot of color. We got a lot of color in this pack, which is always good. Just
good.
Stick to it. Tony D'Angelo. He even looks like a Tony.
Yeah, the leader of the family we just mentioned.
The family.
Yeah. The family. Tony D'Angelo.
I've heard Mike mention this guy's name, Lucian Pierce, gold out of 50.
Wait, who Pierce?
Lucian. Lucien. Wow, did I find somebody these guys don't know?
Show it up.
Yeah, show us a pic.
I have never. I'm not sure on that one.
Okay, Mike. I want a 2-page article on him next week.
Good luck with that one.
Good shot. We have a blue Uncle Howdy.
All right, Uncle Howdy. He's made more appearances on this show than he has recently.
Oh, okay, Mike. He debuted about a couple years ago for NXT. The Pierce guy.
Okay.
He teams with Bronco Nima.
Oh, okay. I didn't. No idea.
Okay, yeah. Interesting. But Uncle Howdy, yes. Uncle Howdy is one of the best characters going right now. Has been seen in a while, but that's I think because they're waiting for their opportunity, their moment.
Yeah, they're gonna do something big.
Yeah.
Orange Dakota Kai, 2/25.
Okay.
And our first autograph is gold. Zoe Stark. If she has any relation to Tony Stark, I'd be very happy.
She's not related to Tony.
Not related to Tony Stark.
Unfortunate.
I love Zoe Stark. I think she's criminally underrated. I don't think WWE use her as much as she should be.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought the stable with Sonya Deville and Shayna Baszler was gonna be a start of something. It turns out it really wasn't. But I really hope Zoe Stark gets some sort of. I think she definitely could be a Intercontinental or U.S. champion.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I can't disagree with that. She's also someone that could be a sneaky money in the bank person.
Yeah, for sure.
NXT, Carmen Petrovich.
Okay, another one of the young, up and coming.
Only debuted maybe about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Sick entrance. I'll give her that.
Great had a match with, was it Roxanne about a month or so ago? That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bright future.
Yeah, we'll definitely carry the mantle of NXT after like Perez, Julia, and Vakir go to the main roster.
Been talking about a deep division, the NXT women's division.
According to the internet, apparently Triple H is gutting it because he let Elektra Lopez go.
We got a redemption, so we'll do the redemption and the autograph last. What a redemption is basically what it sounds like. You get an autograph that didn't make it into the set, so you get a redemption for that card that can be anywhere from 4 to 6 months, depending on how fast that player is to sign. So let's start it off. A nice orange here, Stevie Turner.
Okay, current assistant general manager in NXT.
Yep.
2. Blue, Shayna
Baszler.
That's her.
Shayna Baszler. Kind of came in with the UFC signings.
Ronda Rousey.
It was her, Rousey, Marina Shafir, and Jessamine Duke. Shayna was the real star, I think, of that group. Really showed she was a different style, I think, at the time, Mike, because NXT was all about the high flying and the crazy moves, and Shayna was more of that really solid technical, like work submission game.
And I don't want to say they've messed her up on the main roster, but she's really found inconsistent footing on the main roster.
Yeah, hasn't really found it yet.
And you're waiting for it because you know the potential's there.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got the other side. I got Apollo Crews, 22 of 75. We had Creed and now Crew and Apollo. So now we got the full boxer.
I mean, Apollo Crews is another one. We just think came up too soon the first time.
Yeah.
And now it's just
you
gotta figure out what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
If there's one thing about this case so far, and we still got another 5 boxes to go, a lot of color, and I'm very impressed on the amount. Okay, it's not Donnie. Danny Palmer.
Another NXT woman, I believe.
NXT woman?
Show up the card, or if you don't mind.
I do not mind.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Another NXT female upside.
Yeah. Recently only signed in 2022. Really only made her debut on NXT TV only about a few weeks ago, actually.
That usually means they sign them when there's an injury or there was an injury.
Yeah.
Another Alexa Bliss Gold, 41 of 50.
Super good.
God. Oba Femi.
Oh my God. Yes.
Oba Femi. The next biggest star of WWE. He is Brock Lesnar, but better. Just the biggest meat mountain you've ever seen in your life.
Current NXT champion.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
Strap the rocket to him when he gets to the main roster.
Oh, put the world title on him in like 3 months.
To the moon.
Yeah.
Oba Femi's a beast.
Next autograph, Adriana Rizzo.
Okay, another member of the family. Man, you're doing well with the family.
Yeah, you need one more and you got the whole family.
Really? Who am I missing?
Luca Serafino.
Okay. Now our redemption.
Ooh, redemption.
Redemption sometimes. You are due to receive a Hall of Fame autograph.
Oh.
Of
oh boy.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Now let me tell you something, brother.
I don't want to leave the crowd
here. We're just gonna leave this up here for a minute.
Yeah, wow.
What's she gonna do when the 40-inch pythons run wild on you?
Obviously not as popular in today's world, knowing what we know about him. But you can't deny his impact of wrestling. He was the reason wrestling boomed in the 80s. He was the reason that it really kind of peaked in the 90s with the NWO. Yeah. He's one of those guys that, there's a lot of stuff about his personal life that don't make him a very likable guy, but you can't deny that his impact on wrestling is arguably the biggest out of anybody.
Yeah, he's the biggest star.
See, for me, I could have blown through this case, packed it up, and ready to go. But the point is I got 2 to 4 experts on wrestling, and let's use their talents and let's see what I can learn even a little bit. And I'm having fun.
Oh my God, Hulk Hogan! Wow,
Hulk Hogan versus Oba Femi.
I just want to watch Oba Femi kill Hulk Hogan.
Okay, looks like we got 2 regular autographs this time. Another Cody Rhodes parallel, number 1 of 99.
Okay,
it always helps. He's definitely changed since the last time I saw a picture of him. The Miz.
Okay, former
him in a while.
Another guy I would put on that extremely underrated list.
Yep, multi-time WWE champion, multi-time Intercontinental champion, multi-time US champion, multi-time tag team champion, Money in the Bank winner.
Second best talk show in WWE history.
Oh,
maybe third.
Yeah, I gotta put the highlight reel over that.
Oh, I had the highlight reel at 1.
Okay, yeah.
I wasn't listen for the older people. I wasn't alive for Piper's Pit, so I can't.
Yeah, I wasn't either. So
we got a Green Wave CM Punk, 63 of 75.
Okay,
CM Punk. Yep.
Mike, are you wearing a hat? No. Put your hand over your chest.
We the people.
Bray Wyatt for.
Rest in peace to the absolute legend.
That's why I said you have hat on, take it off, not cover the heart. I knew that. I knew that would have a little meaning to Mike because I know I've heard him talk.
The Wyatts. Listen, no one can attest. I love the Wyatt family.
Oh, I did too. I absolutely adored the Wyatt family. Really sad. Really kind of had his career cut right when it should have been taking off at its highest point.
Yeah. But he was right about John Cena.
I mean, the Firefly Funhouse, Mike, might be my favorite thing WWE's ever done.
Yeah.
Like, I still can't believe that WWE approved a match or a segment where they just took John Cena and just obliterated him and said, hey, this guy that's been our company guy for the last 15 years, hasn't he been crap? Like, what?
Okay.
And when he won the world title, that was such a cool moment.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, I thought I got a celebrity autograph on the next one, then I realized it wasn't the guy I thought it was. First one is, I might butcher her name, from Raw, Io Sky.
Io Sky.
Current Women's World Champion. One in a bit of a shocking fashion, Mike. We haven't talked about this since.
We have not had an episode, but yeah, beat Rhea Ripley a couple of weeks ago. Let's be real honest. We know where this is going. It's going to be another triple threat women's title match between Io, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair.
100%.
And look, I'm here for Io Sky. The genius of the sky.
Genius of the sky.
A perfect nickname.
And Carmelo Hayes.
Ooh, up-and-comer.
All right, we're balling. Carmelo.
Yeah, we're balling.
I thought it was Carmelo Anthony for a minute. I was like, celebrity autograph. Awesome.
Anthony. Bright future.
Yeah.
Again, just got called up about a little bit more than a year ago. And again, they threw him right in the deep end.
Had a match with Orton and Owens and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just see. Lots of color. I like another redemption. I like redemption sometimes. I'm going to put that to the back so I can't see it. Okay. Well, since I blew that autograph, we'll put her at the top. Okay, so our first autograph is Brinley Reese.
Okay, another young NXT up-and-comer.
Yeah,
up-and-comer,
thank you. Okay, we have not mentioned, that's a her, Ren Sinclair. Out of 75.
Okay, another NXT.
Dexter Loomis, gold out of 50.
Part of the Wyatt Six now.
Yep.
Yeah, really great story with Indy Hartwell.
Yeah,
Odd Couple.
Hank Walker out of 99.
NXT part of
another NXT guy. It's a lot of NXT in this one.
Angelo Dawkins. Out of
Okay, one half of the Street Profits.
One half of the Street Profits. Yeah, probably the guy that Montez Ford is definitely, I think, going to be a world champion, Mike. But I definitely could see Angelo Dawkins as a U.S. or an IC champion.
Yeah, I have no beefs with that. I like Dawkins. I think he's a little underrated.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. I always love redemption time, especially when your first redemption was that. All right. Can we beat it?
I don't know how you beat it.
Oh, I'm sure there's ways. Congratulations. I always love that part. Another Hall of Fame autograph.
Oh.
Ooh.
Refractor.
I heard refractor.
Yeah. How about when it's raining one, it rains two?
Double Hollywood Hulk Hogan's? Wow.
When it rains one, it rains two, baby.
Wow. That is a pull if I've ever seen one. Double Hulk Hogan's.
Man.
I was like, yeah, that just happened.
And wow. That is luck.
That's what this is all about. That's why I wanted you to come in and sit on one.
Yeah, my God.
See what these are like when we get these in. And it gets to be a lot of fun. And then we bring on more cards. We just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? It's going to be hard. Which ones of these I'm going to have to give up to you guys? I think that Triple H has got to go to Noah since we know that.
Oh, yeah, I got to get that Triple H one.
Favorite Noah's a big Triple H guy.
Best theme song ever. Best finishing move ever.
Oh, Motorhead. Shout out Lemmy. Rest in peace.
Even his first theme was really good, too. The My Time.
Mm.
No more, no redemptions in this one. All right. We've mentioned you before. Holy shit. Okay. Who is Mr. Stone?
Okay, the other assistant general manager.
Yeah, manager at NXT, has managed a couple of people. Did manage, he managed a former North American champion, I believe.
Because
I know he managed Chelsea Green at one point.
Yes, that's what he did.
I wasn't expecting this. This is pretty cool though. Mr. Stone, 2 of 2.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, I know nothing about him except
also
the fact
TNA legend Robbie E.
That's where I know him. There's a guy who's Robbie E.
Okay. All right. So first autographed is a guy named Angel.
Oh, Angel Garza.
Angel Garza, yeah.
SmackDown.
Okay. In a tag team with Humberto Carrillo.
Yep.
And then I got a guy who, goes very well with the full face mask here. NXT Axiom.
Okay.
Love Axiom.
Nathan Frazier's
tag team. Part of the tag team with Nathan Frazier. They are the current NXT tag team champions. Just had a great rivalry with the Hardy Boys.
Mm.
Kind of that great, like, old versus new, or old guard versus new guard.
I don't think I could have expected that.
Just had a great match with Walter in Spain, his hometown, or his home country. I don't believe it was in Madrid, right?
Madrid or Barcelona?
We got some golds in here.
Maybe in Barcelona.
Friday was so long ago.
Yeah, WWE is in the middle of a European tour.
Randy Orton, 5 of 10.
Okay.
Can't be upset with that.
No, not at all.
Okay, now I've heard about this guy, Bron Breakker.
Oh, you talk about upside.
33 of 99.
All of these guys we've talked about, Mark, I think Mike can agree. We said, should be a world champion. Bron Breakker will be a world champion.
Okay.
Yeah. The dude is a monster.
Son of Rick Steiner, nephew of Scott Steiner of the Steiner
current Intercontinental champion,
current IC champion, one of the best spears in the business. Just the intensity that he
runs 150 miles an hour.
Mark, you've gotta watch this clip. Just look up Bron Breakker Spears I Show Speed at Royal Rumble. It is the funniest clip ever.
And we got 2 golds. Tommaso Ciampa.
Ciampa again. Okay.
And B-Fab.
Okay.
Currently on SmackDown, used to be part of Hit Row
and
with
then there was
Swerve Strickland and
Top Dollar.
Top Dollar. Top Dollar.
TNA legend, AJ Francis.
Yeah. And if this was Joe Knapp's break and I hit both of those for the network, that would have been interesting. That would have been interesting. Last Pack Mojo.
All right, here we go.
Last Pack Mojo. Hoping for that elusive 101. We got some color, so let's just not deal with the base. Kevin Owens, 47.99.
Oh, love Kevin Owens.
All right, no, I said this to Adam in our group chat. I know it's March 16th, but the front runner for me, wrestler of the year this year, is Kevin Owens.
100%. Had a great ladder match with Cody Rhodes at the Rumble. Then had a 5-star no unsanctioned match with Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber. Yeah.
He's just
one of the best talkers.
Yeah.
Out of 20,
although no offense, he did try to break my heart. Festival of Friendship
still broke your heart.
Still broken. I'll never recover.
Out of 25, Io Sky.
Okay, Io.
Candice LeRae at a 99.
Okay.
A very hot looking picture of Charlotte Flair.
Well,
Shawn Michaels at a 75.
Oh, you want to talk about all-time greats?
Yeah, you want probably maybe not in terms of cross like outside of WWE appeal, but in terms of wrestling, talking, the look, the charisma, Shawn might be the best.
Yeah.
A little bit of a hats off
before it became cool.
Little hats off for me. Iron Sheik, who I remember. I remember the Iron Sheik.
The best Twitter account ever, the Iron Sheik.
Sheik break legs.
Upside down.
Screw you, the Hulk Hogan.
Okay. Jacob Fatu.
Oh, another big beefy boy, part of the legendary Anoa'i family, known as the Samoan Werewolf. He is a freak of nature.
Another one, a bit like Braun Breaker, will be world
champion. This guy is like 285 pounds and can move like a guy who's 125.
Yeah.
Can pull out a moonsault, can pull out dives over the top rope. Just, incredible.
And to end it, another Thea Hale, but in the gold version, 19 of 50.
Okay.
I want to thank Noah and Mike for taking time out of their busy day. Mike, again, after doing baseball with us this morning. Noah jumping in on the help out on the wrestling. We will be having a special presentation for wrestling when we get Joe Knapp's order from Hat Trick Breaks all set up, and we will be doing a little shout out to him for the heel turner of heel turner autographs. And yes, we actually got a heel turner autograph that night. It happened, and that's why it's still the funniest thing we got it. Because I said to Mike, I said, "Why is everybody talking about John Cena?" He said, "Oh, he's bad now." I'm like, "You mean bad now? What the?" I said,
"He was shocking heel turn of all time."
And then the thing I loved about it is the fact that his cards doubled overnight, so that worked for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Mike, you want to give a shout out where they can find the Face Turn?
Yeah, find Face Turn Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Again, check out. We also got a Facebook page for the Face Turn, where this link to rewatch this is actually up because some ingenious person posted it there.
That was very smart of them.
I know it's very rare that person does smart things. I got to be honest with you.
It's nice to see them flex the brain once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while. Once in a while, they get something right. Again, check out the website, sportsinsanitynetwork.com. Follow us, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you want to do. And again, check out the podcast wherever you want, wherever you get your pods.
All right. And for me, Mark Goldust, Guy Halpern, you'll see me jumping in here and there when we have some wrestling card work that needs to be done, and the boys here to help solve it.
All right.
But otherwise, thank you. And I don't have a good tagline.
We're turning heel.
There we go.
We're turning